Very good evening, everyone. This is Rajendran here, joining from Market Calls, and welcome everyone to a training session on trade automation using TradingView application. So, in today's session, what I'm going to talk about is how you can automate your trading strategy, particularly using AlgoMojo with the TradingView application. Right. So, a little bit about me. My name is Rajendran. I'm the founder of Market Calls and co-founder of AlgoMojo. I've been trading this market since 2006 onwards, right? And so far, I've been doing systematic trading and semi-systematic trading. My core interest itself in automation, TradingView application, building various TradingView applications, and market profile and order flow kind of studies. I myself a full-time trader. I've been trading index futures since 2009 onwards. I've been mostly trading index futures and options. I also teach programming concepts on tools like AmiBroker, TradingView kind of tools. I've been teaching the students since 2011 onwards. Now, why particularly TradingView for automation, or who should do TradingView based automation? Particularly, I would say, like, if you are a beginner and you are looking for a lot of comfort at a reduced cost, then I would recommend TradingView as an automation trading tool to automate your trading ideas. Right. So especially if you're a beginner who want to kickstart your automated trading career using TradingView products, one of the primary reason itself, like the data comes at a free of cost in TradingView. So particularly TradingView provides NSE equity, NSE futures, MCX futures at free of cost. Any trader who want to kickstart their career, it's very easy to kickstart with TradingView. And not only that, it is also easy to practice trading automation. You can design your own trading strategies. You can design your own trading ideas. You can backtest your trading strategies. Everything you can do it before getting live, before trading with your live, before you can deploy your live money. And you have the complete trading control in any device. You can control it from any device. You can access it from any browser. Let it be your desktop, let it be your laptop or your iPhone or your Android device. It doesn't matter. Right? So the best part is no software installation is required. You don't need to pay for any license fees. And that is the best part over here. And automation itself, the complete trade automation itself runs in the cloud. That means what? You don't need to deploy any high cost servers or something like that. And that is the beauty of TradingView, because the TradingView runs in cloud, and AlgoMojo also runs in cloud. In fact, AlgoMojo also, particularly when talking about AlgoMojo, right? So it is an easy to use an interface. Probably I'll show you how the AlgoMojo as a tool looks like and how you can access AlgoMojo and what exactly AlgoMojo is all about. I'm going to explain those things. The best part about AlgoMojo is, like, AlgoMojo is a connectivity platform, mostly for DIY traders. Right? If you are a DIY trader, DIY means do it on your own. I am having my own trading strategy. I want to automate my trading strategy. If you are a similar type of trader, right, and you want to access AlgoMojo in any of your devices, let it be mobile, desktop, or tablet, or your laptop, with any modern browser. Generally, modern browsers, AlgoMojo runs on the browsers. So if you are having access to any of the Chrome browser or Firefox or Safari or Microsoft Edge browser, if you install in your mobile application or even in your desktop application, it is good to go with that. The best part about AlgoMojo is, like, it comes with a lifetime free access for the AlgoMojo API, or let it be the AlgoMojo trading platform. It comes at a lifetime free API access, those who are opening a trading account via AlgoMojo. The best part is, again, like, you will be enjoying a reduced algo trading cost. Minimal monitoring is required. And of course, with the best world-class automated trading experience. Now, what can be automated with TradingView? Many traders' question is like, what kind of things I can automate? Can I trade a level-based alert? Or if I am having my own trading strategy in a PineScript code, PineScript is a programming language supported by TradingView. And this TradingView PineScript strategy automation, right? So if you are having an TradingView PineScript strategy, which is a backtestable one, those strategies you can automate. I'm going to show you some of the strategies and how you can connect any strategy in TradingView with AlgoMojo. I'm going to show you that. And of course, not only that, you can also do a level-based trading automation, and you can also do an indicator-based trading automation. All those things you can do with the TradingView application. That is the best part with the TradingView itself, right? So, of course, one more important thing here is the minimum requirement is you need to have a minimum, you should be in the pro plan. So when I say pro plan, right, what is so important here is like the pro plan is the one which supports webhook as an automation. Of course, free plan, you can generate alert, but those alert you cannot automate it. Right, you know, when I talk about TradingView alert always runs on, TradingView alert is where used primarily for automation. So TradingView support a particular feature called webhook. That webhook requires TradingView Pro subscription, minimum subscription. So of course, if you are having an if you are subscribing to TradingView for the very first time, you can take a free trial and you can enjoy the free trial for almost 30 days. Obviously, you have to, they accept debit cards or credit cards. As of now, they are not accepting any net banking. So ensure that if in case if you are taking a free trial, please come up with your own debit cards and sign up with your debit cards or sign up with your credit cards. And obviously, you'll be able to enjoy any of the plans which are recommended, right? So they provide 30 days of free trial by default. And even in AlgoMojo also, if you are logging into AlgoMojo and if you are already having a trading account with any of the brokers, let me show you the AlgoMojo here. Let me pull up AlgoMojo here. So I'll go to AlgoMojo, algomojo.com. So here I'm going to go to login to the broker section. From here, I'm going to go and log into any of the brokers supported by AlgoMojo. At this point in time, the brokers supported are Alice Blue, Angel Broking, Upstox, TradeGenie, Zebu, Faststock, Fires, Samco, and going forward, more and more brokers will be added in the upcoming feature. Now, let's say if I'm having a trading account with any of the broker, what I will do is like I will go and log in with that particular broker. I will enter my login credentials. Now, once I enter my login credentials, the login credentials of that particular broker, right? Let me enter the login credentials. Remember, whenever I am entering the login credentials, I do enter in the broker's portal only. So AlgoMojo will not store any of the trader sensitive data, and all those sensitive data will belong to the traders only, right? AlgoMojo will not store any of the sensitive trading information. So let's say I'll click on continue. So obviously it will go to the 2FA login credential page where one have to enter the 2FA credentials. So once they enter the login ID, password, 2FA, everything, now automatically you will be able to use AlgoMojo as a bridge application. You can also use trading AlgoMojo as an application, not only as an automated trading terminal, you can also use it as a manual terminal as well. So in my case, like in case if I want to go and place any manual orders, I can go and send manual orders from here. I just click on the buy button, I can transmit orders, that is possible, right? And I can also go and generate, if I am doing an automated trading, my first role is to go and get the My API section. So from the My API section, I will be able to get the API key and API secret key. So if you're logging in for the first time, the first thing that you have to do here is you have to go and access or you have to go and create the API key and API secret key. If you are already having a trading account with that particular broker, right, then you also enjoy 7 days of free trial by default. And later on, you can decide whether you want to open a new account to enjoy the unlimited free access, or if in case, if you want to continue with your existing account, you're already having an existing account with a broker and you want to continue with the existing account itself. In that case, there'll be a minimal fee will be there. The fee is applicable only for the users of the broker who are already having a trading account, who don't want to open a trading account via AlgoMojo, right? For them, the fee will be applicable. The fee is kept as minimal as possible, $999 per month, or the early package, yearly package, it comes around roughly around 6,000 rupees, 5,999 per annum is what the cost, which is approximately like 500 rupees per annum. And that is the fee which is kept for the traders who don't want to open a trading account via AlgoMojo. Right? So, and as I said, there is no limitation on the number of trading account that you can open via AlgoMojo. Even if you are opening 10 accounts via AlgoMojo, entire application will be charged zero fee for a lifetime, right? And that is the commitment that we are providing to our traders so that they can take the maximum benefit of the automated trading and they can reduce their trading costs significantly, right? I know the pain points of traders, what they go through when they are doing their automation process, like they have to spend a significant time with their automation, they have to go for a data feed, they have to go for an tools like, license fees. So all those costs will be coming down, automation, trading costs, fees, everything will be coming down when it comes to AlgoMojo. Now, let me go back to the topic over here. So once you generate the API key and API secret key, this is very, very important for automation. Any transaction that you want to do automatically, we will be doing using this API key and API secret key. And this API key and API secret key will be unique and highly secured one, right? So you can use this to do any kind of transactions. So if you want to know what are the things that I can do with this API key and API secret key, you can straight away go to the AM API, AlgoMojo API section. From the AlgoMojo API section, you'll be able to understand what is this, what you can do with the API key and API secret key. You can transmit order, you can send multiple basket orders, you can send a bracket order, you can send a multi-bracket order, you can send an options order, you can exit the bracket order, you can exit the cover order, modify order, cancel order, order book, order history, trade book, and various amount of things are possible via this AlgoMojo API. So using this API only, I'm going to transmit order from TradingView application to AlgoMojo. All right. So let us say I'll try to show a sample demo. I'll open TradingView first of all, tradingview.com. You know, TradingView is one of the top 100 websites in the world. Of late, TradingView has been used by various styles of traders, right? From small retail trader to big institutional investors. Everybody started using TradingView, and hence the top 100 website in the world. That justifies that. And I personally, I've been closely following TradingView since 2013 onwards. By the time, they are not providing access to Indian markets, but now they do provide complete access to NSE cash, NSE futures, and MCX futures. These are the instruments that you can access. Apart from that, they also provide entire global markets, cryptos, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all those things you can able to access from TradingView application itself. So let us say I'll go to Nifty futures here. So here is Nifty futures. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring a sample PineScript coding over here. So here is a code where I can decide which time frame that I want to run. I can select from here. Now there are a couple of things that you need to know over here. So something like, let us say, here I'm having a Nifty future charts. This is charting section. Here, this is charting section. This is more of a charting section. Now remember, this is only for viewing purpose only. Viewing purpose only. Automation will not run from TradingView. Automation will run from alert section, right? So you have to create an alert. You have to create a strategy alert. Strategy alert. Now this strategy alert will be running in the cloud. So that means what? Even once you set the TradingView, even if you close the TradingView, automation orders will be happening from TradingView itself. Any buy sell signals which is getting generated, it will be happening from the cloud itself. So it is nothing to do with the charts. Chart, as I said, is only for viewing purpose only. All right. Now the next thing is like you also have an alert log section. Now this alert log, it shows, right? So any orders which are transmitting from any alerts which are triggering in the cloud, the same alert you'll be able to access in your desktop also. Maybe if you are having a mobile application, an Android application or an iOS application, you'll be receiving an alert in your mobile alerts, mobile also. And if in case you are having an email alert, if you want an email alert, you can get an email alert. All those things are possible with TradingView. So a lot of comfortness is there, but there is there is also equal number of limitations is also there. I'm not denying those things. All right. Okay. So are you clear up to this point? If you're clear, just type clear so that I can understand that we are in sync with what we are learning at this point in time. So there is a chat box down there. You can go and type there so that I can have a fair idea like whether you're clear or not. Yeah, Ramkumar Srivatsava says clear. Ramakrishna also says yes. Rufus also says clear, and Sri Lakshmi says clear. Sudeepan question is like any limit to API calls per minute or month in TradingView or AlgoMojo? Right, of course, as I said, the plan, if you go and see the plan over here, there is no limit on the number of buy-sell signal alert it is getting triggered, but there is a limitation in creating the number of alerts. For example, for the Pro plan, if you could see that there is 20 server-side alerts in the Pro plan. That means I can run maximum up to 20 strategies I can run, or up to 20 symbols. Every symbol is connected to one alert. Let us say I want to trade 10 symbols. So I can create 10 symbols on one particular strategy, or maximum I can go up to 20 alerts in a Pro plan. But however, if your requirement is very big, you're looking into the bigger universe, maybe if you're looking into some 100 stocks you want to automate, in that case, Pro Plus plan is highly recommended. So or if you want to go for premium, you can manage up to 400 different symbols or strategies you can manage. And that is the best part about TradingView itself. And not only that, right? So what is the knowledge required for trading automation? It is very simple. So basic knowledge on AlgoMojo usage, how to use an AlgoMojo, how to handle AlgoMojo. Right? Every day you have to log into AlgoMojo before the market starts. Once you log into AlgoMojo, what does it mean is like you are accepting the automated orders. Like if you're not logging into AlgoMojo, automated trading will not happen. The moment you're logging into AlgoMojo, you are you are providing access to allow your trading application to transmit orders to AlgoMojo, and AlgoMojo will transmit automatically orders to the broker. And of course, how to configure a trading strategy, how to backtest it, that is some basic idea that I will be anyways providing here, and how to configure the trading alerts. If you know this basic concepts, you can do a automation easily using TradingView PineScript. Of course, if you're having a PineScript knowledge, that is a added plus, and definitely that will be helping you to design your own trading strategy. Or you can also hire coders from the internet. There are platforms like Upwork where you can find PineScript coders for automation. And there are a lot of freelancers are available in freelancer.com and various freelancing portals. They provide automation assistance to the traders. And coming back to the point here, so what needs to be decided? First of all, you need to know when you want to execute, when signals are coming in, let's say where you're having some buy-sell signal, when you want to transmit those orders, whether you want to transmit the order at the close of the candle or you want to execute the orders in real time. Now, both are possible with AlgoMojo. Right now, one more important thing here is there are at this point in time, AlgoMojo supports two kinds of modules. One is like you want to do a direct equity to equity or futures to future charts to futures charts. You want to punch orders. That is possible. And there is one more module very recently we had developed. One is like it will analyze the index spot or probably index futures in the upcoming days. It will whenever the buy-sell signals are generating on top of the index spot, signal will be generating an index spot, but execution will happen in the options. Maybe it could be at the money options or in the money options. So this is mostly helpful for the option traders. All right. So both, though TradingView doesn't support the option trading instruments, still option trading is possible by analyzing the spot market data. That is like mostly Nifty and Bank Nifty is right now possible, right? So Nifty and Bank Nifty is mostly and widely traded product across the country. Many traders, they love to trade Nifty futures and Bank Nifty futures, Nifty options and Bank Nifty options. So hence we had done a facility so that any traders who want to access the spot to options trading, if they want to implement, I'll be explaining those things as well. The first thing is like I'm going to explain how you can implement a simple equity trading. If you are equity trader, you want to trade in cash market, probably intraday trading, or you are a future trader and you want to implement your future trading strategies. So how you have to implement or how you have to configure. Let me go and explain over here. Now, let me first of all go to Algo Mojo. Or probably I'll go to a TradingView application here. Now, first thing first, let us say I am having a trading strategy. My own trading strategy. I'll go to indicators over here. I'll go to built-ins. I go to my scripts. So this is where I stored most of my trading strategies, indicators. All these informations are available inside my TradingView Pine script itself. So I'll go and pull up a simple super trend strategy. The super trend strategy, I'm just showing it for analysis purpose. So let's say here is the super trend Algo Mojo trading strategy, or you can also get the strategy from by simply searching using a simplified TradingView, simplified algo trading execution. So if you just Google simplified algo execution TradingView, you'll be landing in the Algo Mojo blog, where you will be able to access the test or a sample Pine script code. Right, so this contains absolutely some 4 modules is what it contains. So right now I'm gonna go and do it for TradeGenie, for the broker TradeGenie. So I'll search for TradeGenie. So here is the complete step-by-step instruction I had given in this link. Let me also share this link in the chat as well. So Deepan is asking, like, do I need to keep the browser active? And he's also asking Algo Mojo and TradingView, or it can run in the background. Yes, a very interesting question. I would say, like, TradingView, once you configure the alerts, you can close TradingView. If you want to monitor, yes, you can monitor. And the same works for Algo Mojo also. Once you logged into Algo Mojo, you should not log off, right? As long as you are not logging off. Logging off is available over here. You click on your profile and you logging out. If you log out, automatic orders will not go through. But once you log in, it doesn't matter from where you're logging in, whether you're logging from your mobile or your desktop, it doesn't matter. As long as you're logging in, that entire login will be valid for absolutely for that till the end of the day. Once the day is over, once the next day starts, automatically the login will be flushed out. Almost every trader's login will be flushed out, and that is a SEBI's compliance, right? So we can't do anything about that. So every day one have to do a fresh login on a daily basis, preferably before the market starts. Anywhere between 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, one can go and log in using the application. All right. So I also shared the link as well, where you can find the complete setup and instructions, everything you can go and set up over here. So here is the code. This code uses a version 4. However, recently TradingView had moved to the version 5. It doesn't matter. Still, version 4 is always compatible. So I copy this code over here. There's a copy section is over here. I can click on copy. I'll go to my TradingView. Now from my TradingView, I'll go to the Pine editor. So you see that the version equal to 5. This is the latest version. However, the code which I am using is version 4, which is totally compatible. Over here. Now I'll save the strategy. Let's say super trend strategy. I'll mention the name of the broker, right? So I'll give something like TradingView automation. So TradeGenie is the broker name. So here you can also find for other brokers as well, for something like the broker like Angel Broking. If you're Angel Broking customer, you can use Angel Broking module. So different modules I had developed over here. Almost the modules are different, but the process is same. So it is very same. Only the code differs for different brokers. Particularly for TradeGenie, Zebu, Alice Blue, they belong to the broker. They use Nest as a backend. So most of them, they use Nest API. So the coding is compatible. TradeGenie, if you are a TradeGenie customer and you are also an Alice Blue customer, or Zebu customer, you can reuse the code among the brokers. However, the coding is a bit different for angel broking and Upstox. The coding structure a little bit changes over here. The coding module structure a little bit changes over here. All right. So this is a module which I had provided for Alice Blue, Trigini, and Zebu, and similarly, you can find the modules for other brokers as well. For if in case this is for this code is for angel broking, and the other code is for Upstox itself, right? So, and more the brokers they are getting added, more and more coding will be available in this particular page. So let me come back to the TradingView application over here. Once I'm done with that, the first thing that what I have to do here is I have to look into the modules. There are, as I said, there are total 4 modules are there. This is block 1 module control. Block 1 module control contains only my trading related parameters, order related parameters, my API key, my API secret key. So what I have to do here is I have to enter my API key and API secret key over here. So, right? So API key and API secret key, I'll copy it from here and I'll paste it into I'll hard code it. Hard coding means I'll enter those values in the coding itself. So I'll enter the API secret key also. If you feel like API secret key has been, somebody stolen your API key or somebody is misusing your API key, that usually doesn't happen, but in a rare case, there is a regenerate secret key facility is there so that the API key automatically changes. So let's say I'm clicking over here, automatically you can see that the API key automatically changed. So automatically I can, now this secret key is known only to me. So I can use this secret key in my application so that nobody can go and misuse it. If anybody seeing that I'm misusing somebody, they had stolen my API key or somehow they had seen my API key or somehow it has been exposed to the public, you can simply regenerate the API secret key. So once that is done, the next thing is like entering the strategy name. Of course, strategy name is done. And so all these are like one-time activity only. You don't need to do it every time, right? So let's say, anyways, in my case, I'm going to trade Reliance equity. So I will say Reliance equity. If you are trading futures, you have to enter those future values and exchange and other quantity type, order controls, all those things will be there, right? So let me save the chart and I'll add it to the chart over here. I'm just simply adding it to the charts over here. I'll also bring Reliance charts over here, Reliance equity charts, Reliance equity charts, right? Reliance, this is equity charts and this is future charts, right? So if in case you want to trade in Reliance equity, you can still choose equity. You will be getting the equity charts. You can go and select the time frame as well, which time frame that you want to trade. You can go and select it over here. And now what you will be seeing here is the buy sell quantity is what you're going to see it over here. So this is like whenever it is buying 2 times of the quantity. Here it is selling 2 times of the quantity over here. Again, it is buying the 2 times of the quantity over here. Now the controls, indicator controls. Right? First thing what we had done here is we had entered the API key and API secret key. This we had done with that. Now the next thing that we have to do here is, first thing that we have to do here is I have to go and, so Reliance chart, I'll go to the control settings over here. I'll go and enter the multiplier. I'll go and enter the ATR period, the super trend ATR period. And of course, I'll enter the strategy name, which symbol that I want to trade. Remember the symbol, if you don't know, you can always go to the AlgoMojo dashboard. From the dashboard, you can always go and check out the values over here. Right. So if you want something like Reliance, if it is here, you can go and get it from here. Or something like, let's say you want to configure for a different stock, something like Idea or something like that. You can go and search the value and you can add it to the watch list. Right. So this watch list is only for placing manual order purpose only, nothing to do with the automation. Right. So now once you got the symbol, ready here, and you can copy the symbol and you can add it over here. Ensure that while copying, you're not copying any space values. Don't copy any empty space along with that. So then exchange, which exchange you want, you can select it. If you want to trade in equity markets, you can select NSE, or you want to trade in NFO, you can futures and options, mostly NFO, and MCX. If you want to trade in MCX futures or you want to trade in BSE, you can go and select that particular exchange accordingly. And quantity, how many quantity that you want to trade. Let's say for time being, I'll make it like 100 quantity. And then order type, generally market orders are what it is highly preferred if you want to trade in that particular segment, because the limit order requires order cancellation, which is not possible from TradingView application. Then product code. So the product code, how I can select, if you ask me, CNC is for cash and carry, right? So it is mostly for the traders who want to take a delivery, or MIS is mostly for traders who want to do intraday trading, and NRML is mostly for traders who are using F&O markets for carry forward. They have to use NRML, or if in case if you are using futures and options, or if you are using equity markets, still you want to do intraday. So you can use MAS, because if you are using MAS, if at all algo is not squaring off, broker will square off by end of the market, near to the end of the markets by 315 or 320. When it comes to NSE, equity or futures, most likely it will be automatically squared off by the broker themselves. Now, once you're done with that, the next step is like doing the backtesting configuration. Now, let us say I'm starting today fresh, right? So let's say today is what I'm just starting fresh. Today morning, 9 o'clock, I'm just starting. I don't have any open position in the system. Now, in that case, what I will do here is always, if I don't have any open positions, I will set the to date. I mean, from date as the today's date. So from date, right? So today's month is like, you know, that 11th month. We are in the November month. Day is like, again, 11th day as well. And year is 2021. So why I should do here is because when I don't have any open positions, remember, when I don't have any open positions, when signals are coming in for the very first time, right, I have to ensure that, right, I have to ensure that I'm getting only one time of the quantity only. So I think today, I'm sorry, today is 12th of November. I'm sorry for that. So you can see here the quantity, the very first signal for today, it always punches only one time of the quantity only. The rest of the time, right, if it's a long short trading system, always will keep on doubling the information. So if your strategy is a positional strategy, and your strategy always have a long short kind of model, then definitely you have to enter the configuration accordingly. You have to enter the configuration like from you go to the backtesting module, enter the today's month, date and year, and then only you have to configure the alert. Once all these configuration is set, now what you have to do, it's very simple. Press OK and go to the triple dot, click over here and create an add alert. So add alert, it will open an alert box, ensure that the condition is like super trend. And what kind of alert you want? I want to send a notification to my app. It will automatically send a notification to your mobile application also. So you'll be getting some notification alert with the sound you will be getting with in your mobile. You can also get a pop-up alert, so that if you're already using TradingView application is already running, you will be getting a pop-up alert as well. And you can send an email alert also if you want an email alert. And webhook URL. This is the most important part, because this is where the automation happens over here. So here you have to enter the webhook URL, and that is unique for each and every broker. So how you can find it is, it's very simple. You go to the API documentation. Let me tell you from where you can go and get the API documentation. If you go to the Algomojo Trading Terminal, Algomojo Trading Terminal looks almost same for almost all the brokers. Interface more or less looks same. And here you can go to the AM API section. Automatically it opens the API documentation. Go to that place order. So in our case, we want to send only the place order, right? So place order, you can see that HTTPS tjapi.algomojo.com. So TJ stands for TradeGenie, AB stands for Alice Blue, ZB stands for Zebu, and MT stands for Master Trust. Very shortly, we're going to launch Master Trust very shortly. So let me copy the TradeGenie over here. And this is the URL. We call this URL as an endpoint URL. Now this endpoint URL, I'm going to access it over here. This is what I'm going to place it over here, so that whenever signals are received, buy-sell signals which are received from TradingView, it will be transmitted to this particular URL. And the message, what I'm going to use here is very simple. I'm going to use a double braces, curly braces. Followed by that, I'm going to type strategy.order.alert_message. So this is nothing but a standard webhook placeholder. So this placeholder, what it will try to do is, it will try to send the message to this is a message. What are the message I'm receiving from the trading system? How much quantity to buy, how many, what order to execute, all those things I'll be receiving from the PineScript code. Whenever there's a buy or sell signal, that complete package of message will be transmitted to AlgoMojo. Dynamically, it will be created. And that is why we are using the placeholders over here. I'm also giving a name to that. I'll say like AlgoMojo. I'll say like Supertrend automation, Supertrend automation. Okay. I'll click on that, and automatically the orders will be punched accordingly. So this is what it happens over here. So this +1 is very, very important over here. Otherwise, what will happen if I don't set that? Every time it will be try to double the quantity. If I enter 500 quantity, it will try to punch orders for 200 quantity over here. Now, once the configuration is done, the next thing is very simple. You have to enter the alert configuration over here, right? So this alert, ensure that the alert is already running. If you want to stop the alert, it is very simple. You have to simply go and press the pass button. If you pass the button, even if you log into AlgoMojo, orders will not go through. Right? If there is any open position, the open position will be left as open position. You have to square off manually in that case. So ensure that if it is running. So this is one-time activity, but there is one more thing to consider over here. If you are having a Pro plan or Pro Plus plan, the alert validity is there. There is a validity is there for the alert. The alert will be valid only for 2 months only. Up to 2 months, you can go and configure the alert maximum. So right now, if I configure, I can run this automation till 11th of September. After that, what I have to do, I have to create one more alert, or I have to go and extend the alert. I can go and extend the expiry time of the alert. I can go and extend. All right. So this expiry time one have to be, keep it in mind. Otherwise, you might be thinking that it will be perpetually running, but it doesn't run perpetually. Right. So with a Pro plan, they are having a Pro plan, and I think in Pro Plus plan also, they are having an expiry day for the alerts. However, in premium plan, there is no such thing. You can run perpetually your alerts for any number of time. I mean, any number of days, you can go and run the alerts. So that is something that you need to watch out over here. All right. So, but if you are trying it for the very first time, you don't need to worry about that. But once the alert is about to expire, you have to ensure that you go and extend the alerts, or you go and create one more fresh alert. You delete the alert and you can go and create the fresh alert over here. I hope that explains the part. Now, what I'm going to explain here is like another important thing. Like I'm going to explain those modules. Now, this module, right? This module is same for any of your TradingView trading strategy. So as I said, block 1 contains what? Order controls. Block 2 contains the messaging controls. This is nothing but the message. For example, if you go to the API documentation, every endpoint URL, this is the endpoint URL over here, you will be having a sample message. This is a message type. You have to transmit which symbol that you want to trade, what is the quantity, what price you want to trade, what is the order type, what is the product type. So everything will be configuring. Whatever I try to punch the orders manually, what are the parameters I use while sending an order, I have to configure those messages. These messages are standard messages, and that is standard for any TradingView PineScript code that you are using. So it contains an code. Let me go and explain those codes. BE stands for buy entry, SX stands for short exit, and BSR stands for buy, stop loss, and reverse. That will try to punch 2 times of the quantity. And SE stands for short entry, BX stands for buy exit, and SSR stands for short exit. That means this entire thing will try to buy the orders, and this entire block will try to short the orders or sell it in the markets, right? And that is the block 2 module is all about. And block 3 contains the backtesting control modules. Probably you would have seen these modules over here. If I go to the settings, if I go to the backtesting controls, right? This backtesting controls, if you want to use, in our case, primarily one have to go and use those things, right? So if you want to use those things, then obviously you have to have this backtesting module as well. Once the backtesting module is done, the last module is our execution control. Now this execution control contains the strategy functions, right? Strategy entry, which is used to place orders, right? So whenever the order is placed, right? Whenever there is a buy signal is coming in, whenever I want to enter long, I will be transmitting a buy message also, alert message equal to BE. This alert message is what is transmitted. This is a message I'm transmitting to the alert. Whenever there is an alert is happening, I'm using a strategy.order.alert_message, right? This message, the BE message will be transmitted. The BE contains what? The BE contains the message. It contains the API key, API secret key, how many quantity I want to purchase, how many shares I want to purchase, which share I want to purchase, what is the strategy name, and what is the trading symbol, which exchange, whether it's a buy or sell, right? All those things are present over here, and which is primarily used to transmit orders, right? So this is what it happens. So there are total 4 modules. I'll repeat again. Module number 1 contains API key, API secret key, and the other order control functionalities. Typically, we can call it as an AlgoMojo input controls. Module number 2 is more of a message configuration. And module number 3 is backtesting controls, right? Backtesting controls. And module number 4 is all about execution controls. Now, let us say I'll take some sample trading strategy. I'll show you how you can integrate any trading strategy using this 4 module. I'll do one thing. I'll copy this module. I'll put it in a notepad. I'll build an, I'll open a new notepad and then I'll paste it over here, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to open a simple trading strategy from the store. Let me close this. Let's say I'll go to f of x, where you can find under community scripts, you can find almost 1 lakh plus indicators and strategies are available over here. So let us say here, I'll go and open some pivot strategy, right? So pivot strategy, let's say here they're having something like called, so they're having something called pivot reversal strategy. It's an inbuilt strategy over here. Probably let me check if it, okay, I'm already having that code itself along with me. Right, so this particular strategy, if anybody want to automate, what I'm going to do here is like, it's the pivot reversal strategy. Maybe I'll try to do one thing. I'll try to take right from the scratch. I'll say Control I. I'm right from the scratch. I'm going to start. So if you could Google like pivot reversal strategy, Pine script, so you'll be able to get that strategy automatically. So if you go to that, probably let us say, go to that pivot reversal strategy, you might be ending up getting that details about how this pivot reversal trading strategy works in TradingView, right? So you'll get to know more about it. It's a very simple pivot reversal trading system. Maybe let me check if I can go and get it from the built-in itself. Sometime back we are able to open it, but I'm not sure after version 4 the code might be compatible or not. But let me try it out. Select pivot reversal strategy, but I'm not sure whether the code I'll be able to open or not. Yeah, the code is available already. The code itself already in version 5 is what it is available. But for time being, I'll make sure that I'll make it like version. I mean, it's not a version 5. So it's version 5, right? So since TradingView upgraded, they also upgraded that strategy. But in my case, what I am having is I'm already having that strategy. Anyway, this is the same strategy. If you are having version 5, remember that as of now, you have to do it in a slightly different way because those modules are not compatible. As I said, version 4 is what currently compatible. Very soon we'll be launching the modules for version 5 also, right? So current code, whatever the simplified algo execution, this module has been written long back. I think some 6 months back it has been written, 6-7 months back. So this code is compatible with version 4. So if you are already using version 4, let me open that code again. So here is the pivot reversal trading strategy, which belongs to the version 4. It's the same strategy, right? So same inputs. Here I'm copying the block 1 code. I'm just doing the, I'm copying the block 1 and block 2 code and block 3. Block 1, block 2, block 3, I'm instantly pasting it. So where I'm getting it? I'm getting it from the Supertrend code. So from here, I'll go over here. I'll copy my block 1, block 2, and also block 3 and pasting it over here. That's what I had done it over here. Then what I had done, where my buy and sell is getting executed. So here is my LE and LX is what it has been entered over here. So this LE contains long entry and the SE contains a short entry. So wherever the LE contains a long entry, I am pasting those things over here. The only difference what is happening over here is in that Supertrend code, you might be having a long condition. Instead of long condition, here LE stands for long condition over here. So they had derived LE over here. Whereas in my case, I finally derived into long condition and short condition. Whereas here they are using LE for long entry and SE for short entry. So that is the only thing. Rest everything is going to be the same thing only. Right. So whenever there is a strategy is entering into the longs, I'm doing the same thing over here. I'm sending an alert message where I'm sending a buy entry. If there is no position, I'm sending a buy entry. If there is a position is there, I want to reverse from short to long. So if I'm checking here whether the position is negative. If the open position book is having a negative position, that means already short signals are running in. Now long signal I am getting, after the short, I'm getting a long signal. Then I have to immediately reverse from short to long. That is why I'm doubling my position over here. BSR stands for buy, stop, and reverse. That means if already you are having a short, we will punch twice the quantity and it will reverse to longs immediately. Short to long, automatically it will get reversed. Same thing, I'm going to do it for the short as well. For short also, one can, I'm just implementing over here because the buy logic is over here and the short logic is over here. So buy logic, I'm pasting it over here. Short logic also, I am placing it over here. So which contains the, if there is an fresh buy, then what to do. If there is no fresh buy, if already position is running, then what to do. If it is a fresh sell, then what to do. And if it is a fresh sell plus old long exit is also there, then I'm punching twice the quantity of the sell signal over here. Okay. So this module is more or less, it is same. But this, remember, if in case, if you are not specifying in your strategy, there is a particular function called, if you're in your strategy, there is a parameter called calc on every tick. So if in case, if I'm going to say like calc underscore on underscore every underscore tick, right? That is a parameter. If you go and place your cursor at the strategy, you can see that calc underscore on underscore every underscore tick. If I make this as true, remember, if I make this as true, then when the signal is coming in, immediately it will get fired. But however, if I am disabling this, then signals will be generated, alerts itself only generated. Once the candle closes, new candle forms, then only alert will generate it. So that is what I also want to explain over here, right? So this particular thing, you need to decide what you want to execute orders on, whether you want to execute orders on the close of the candle. Some cases we have to execute on close of the candle, something like a EMA crossover or MACD, simple MACD crossover of 0 levels, RSI crossing a particular level. Certain cases, if you don't want whipsaws, if you don't want signal to be keep on fluctuating, then you have to execute your orders on the close of the candle. Or if you know, like you are doing a touch-based trading, a particular level, the level touches, immediately you want to transmit order, then you have to enable calc on every tick equal to true. That, as I said, you have to do it in the strategy function. You have to add a simple code. Okay, once again, I'll show you. Calc on every tick equal to true. If you are doing this, this will do what? This will make your code. Okay, I'm just putting a simple comment over here. So this will make your code to send real-time orders. Okay, if you are not using it, if you are simply using, let's say you're going to use only this will transmit, send orders on close of the candle. Once the candle closes, new candle opens, then only it will transmit the orders. Now, what is the limitation over here? The limitation is very simple. Limitation is like backtesting period is very, I think probably you will get only up to 10,000 bars. There will be any time frame, you will get up to 10,000 bars. So if you're having 15-minute charts, probably it can run up to almost a years of data you will be able to backtest. And probably if you are running an hourly time frame, maybe you'll be able to see up to 4 years of data. That is a significant amount of data to see it and to backtest it, right? So Whereas if you are using only 5-minute charts, maybe you can see up to, I think you can able to see up to 3 to 4 months of data is what you will be able to see the backfill. So backfill will be limited. So that is one technical limitation. Another limitation is like from the automated trading perspective, you can only transmit the order, right, to Algomojo. Algomojo receives it and processes the orders. However, if you want to cancel the order, modify the order, those kinds of things are not possible because the trading view itself uses a one-way communication. I can only pass, I cannot read back what happened in my trading account. Trading view will not get to know more about it. So because webhook itself more of a one-way communication. Though Algomojo is capable of transmitting back and forth, right? It sends the data. It also, you can also retrieve the order status, information, everything you can retrieve using Algomojo API. However, trading view is not, at this point in time, trading view is more of a one-way communication. Any alert getting generated, you can only transmit to the broker as an order. However, you cannot retrieve the order status. You cannot, trading view cannot modify the order. It cannot cancel the orders. So all those technical limitations are there with trading view. Hence, it is recommended mostly for the beginners who want to simply, whenever the signals are coming in, I want to transmit orders, they can go and play with those trading view tools. All right. Any questions? I'm happy to answer your questions over here. Do we support multiple sessions in Algomojo? Okay, maybe you are talking about multiple sessions in the sense you're saying like if I am having 2 accounts, how I can access, right? So in that case, it is highly recommended to open in an incognito window. Let's say I'm having an incognito window. Here I'll go and open another session, right? So here I can go and open another session. So where I can access my another trading account as well in this particular incognito window. And maybe if in case if you want to open a 3rd account or 4th account or still you want to manage, you can install tools like Firefox or Safari or Brave browser. A lot of modern browsers are there. Any modern browser, you can install it and you can access it from any of your devices. Right? That is totally possible. So if in case if you are having an Firefox, you will be able to manage a 3rd session, and Firefox in incognito, again 4th session, internet browser 5th session, Safari 6th session. So, and you can keep on going on and on and on. So brokerage is same for a regular account and if you open through Algomojo. So whatever the brokers are offering, right? So it is the same plan, same ditto, it's same to same. Most of the brokers these days are offering at 20 rupees per order, right? So whatever the transaction charges they are offering, it's the same over here, ditto same. What is the broker's plan? It is what we also get, that we don't have any special plan as such, right? But yeah, most of the brokers, these days they fall under the 20 rupees brokerage, most of the brokers. Ramakrishna is asking, could you please explain by comparing Algomojo versus Streak versus Tradetron? Okay, that's a very interesting question. Let me tell you, Ramakrishna, Algomojo, first of all, let me tell you how unique it is. Algomojo is a fully automatic trading application. However, other products, right? So, and Algomojo itself doesn't runs any inbuilt strategies. You have to come up with your own trading strategies and you control your strategy, when to start, when to stop, all those controls will be belonging to you. And Algomojo doesn't has any inbuilt trading strategy inside. It is mostly for the DIY traders. You can create trading strategy in TradingView or AmiBroker or Excel. Like Algomojo will be providing a facility, a platform to run your strategy in your environment so that your strategy belongs to you. You don't need to expose your strategy to anybody else. Right? That is the uniqueness with Algomojo. Whereas other vendors, the strategy itself will be sitting with them, right? So you would never know what will be happening. If in case your strategy is having a decent edge in the markets, then probably it is highly recommended to keep it secure with you so that nobody get to know what you are doing with your algo and what you're punching, when you're punching. So it will be highly confidential along with you. I would say like that is the best thing a trader needs to have. Sudipan Chakrabarti is asking, API will be free if you open through Algomojo, but is there any maintenance charges and annual fees? There are no maintenance fees, there are no annual charges, and we would like to remain that way only. Right? Algomojo earns from the trades, whatever the trades which are punched through the traders automatically will be earned from every trade will be earning revenue from the trades which is punched by the traders. So that way it is a win-win situation for the trader, for the Algomojo based applications as well. So Vishal is asking, hi sir, sorry I joined late. If you have already covered, then I will go through the recording. So yes, absolutely, the entire session is recorded. If in case if you want to watch repeatedly, anytime you can log into the webinars platform and you can watch those applications. All right, so his question is like, want to know the difference between forever free. So there is absolutely no difference, right? So forever free is for the traders who want to open a trading account via Algomojo, right? So that way, as I said, if you trade, yes, you will also get benefited. Algomojo also gets benefited in that way. And if in case, if you are already having a trading account with the broker, we cannot offer a free plan. So hence we have we put a price tag over there. All right, that is the only reason between that forever free and the paid one. There is no absolute difference between the forever free plan and the paid plan. Absolutely. So Sudeepan Chakraborty is having an get calls can be used outside TradingView. Is my understanding correct? Get calls can be used outside TradingView. Yes, absolutely. You can use with any of the automated trading applications. You can use that. All right. I hope that explains the session. So next session, we'll talk about more about options trading module, how to implement option trading module. I'll be explaining in the next session. So in case if you have any questions, you can always go to the community, you can raise your question, or if you want to know more about more details, there is a blogging section is there. There you can go and read about our recent blogs or trading tutorials. All those things are available under the Algomojo blog section. So let me stop here. I hope you learned something new, and thanks for coming by and attending the session. Next week, we'll talk more about more interesting concepts. Thank you.